The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Down, 90 Wolf.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, we got to get the stop here, D. They
run it with Carson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Protein spill. 5.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Ready.
2nd and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
32.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down. At the 24.
Carlos Dunlap on the tackle.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Stepping up, Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out, and the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
Ready? 52. Watch the run. They're running it. No. Off. 61. Matchbox lights.
To throw on 3rd down, Lawrence. Open man is Uzomah. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. We're scoreless after 1. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going, and the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 36, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one. As a DN, when you play the run, you don't always have to make the tackle. Just have to use the right technique to make sure the play goes where you want it to. And in this case, did an excellent job stringing this one out and making the tackle at the end of it.
And for a loss. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
20.
3rd and 2, Newton. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it seems almost effortless.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Cam Newton. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Offensively, pretty effective option play there for the score.
Certainly was, and it appeared to me that the defense overshifted and overplayed the trail back, the pitch man, and almost forgot about the quarterback. In fact, they did forget about the quarterback, and he turned it into a touchdown. So
after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
On the ready. General West.
On 1st down, Carson. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. We haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
To throw on 2nd down, Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And the Bengals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Lawrence. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On 2nd down, it's Mack. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I know I'm not giving enough credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete. But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those routes.
It certainly is, but he eats up ground and he usually goes up and gets it.
That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. A gain of 6 there on first.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. On second down now, it's Carson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Jet sweep, Boyd with it. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Come on, set. 18, Gator. Check me out. Come. 52.
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence. That's complete to John Ross. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Hey, orbit. Go.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And now look at him go. 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the double.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hey, Echo. 55.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.
And that drives coaches. Insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. He'll get this one to Galladay. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Two big plays in succession, and the Dolphins on the move. They'll run here with Mack. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Marlon Mack, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it is 28-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
52's the mic. Check. 52's the mic. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Greystone travel. Let's go.
From the gun on third down, Lawrence. He's got his man, Boyd. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 15-yard line. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On second down, it's Carson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
2 times. 3 go.
A carry here for the big tight end. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back.
70, Indy. I got it. Now.
They'll go with the keeper. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead.
And the sneak works on 2nd and goal. They didn't wait until it was 4th down to try and get him across.
No, and I think if you're the QB, you like these plays, don't you? I mean, you want to hand it off sometimes, but also prove that you can get it in there as well.
Yeah, it makes you really part of the gang, doesn't it? It makes you part of the crew, and it really bonds you with those big offensive linemen because then you get to celebrate with the big fellas.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton, wide open receiver, complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Harris, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Mike 51. Got ready to turn. Get that ball.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Newton. His throw incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and now it's 3rd down.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
From the gun, here's Newton. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
On 1st down, Lawrence. Got a man open, it's Ross. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now...
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Bengals grab it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. The Bengals on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16.
Hey, Alpha.
From the gun, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Back to throw. Lawrence. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The Bengals try it, but it defense is able to hold. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on fourth, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much fourth downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on fourth down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll get this out in a hurry to Parker. Devontae Parker. He's at the 30, 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points.
Set. 180. 51. All day, pump.
Harris. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Throwing deep for Galladay. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
He sets to fire deep, and it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with it, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. On 1st and 10, Lawrence. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. It wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
Throwing here, Newton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that'll make it 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Harris, and he's taken down inside the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Newton eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A.J. Green, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
And now this is either a fake or their coach is delusional or both here. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural, but
I like where we're going with this, though. You say one to represent, like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for Miami, it's a second win on the year now as they move to 2-8. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they dropped their 7th game on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.